Gold, both of them.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I've come down to the beach. It's the day after Boxing Day, so I hope everyone's had a great Christmas. I've got the whole day to myself, so I've decided to come down here and take some photos. I've bought two cameras with me, the Olympus OM20 and also the Leica MP as well. So 36 exposures each, so I've got 72 shots, give or take a smidge. My idea today is to get some compositions down the beach, getting stuff in the foreground as well as in the background. So for example, if I see something in the background that I like, making sure that I get something to fill the frame up in the foreground. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. So you can see I've got a composition behind me, the beach huts over there. I could go over there and take photographs, which I will do in a moment, but I've just seen this composition from here with these railings. So I'm going to get the railings in the foreground and the beach huts in the background, maybe wait for someone to walk past, see how it looks, just changing things around a little bit. Just focused in now. I'm at f11, 1/25 of a second. That's without someone walking past. This couple here. Done. Now this one's much more different because the lens is a lot wider. Being 28, I've just got my shadow in down there from the sun behind me. So I'll just raise up a little tiny bit. I don't want to, but okay. Focused. One shot. A couple more people coming through. So bringing something in the foreground won't work in some compositions. You can see this black shed here that I've got. If I was to shoot this here, trying to bring something in, this is just becoming a dark space. And you can see I've got the beach huts in the background. But this is kind of dark. And when I come out to print this, this is just going to look like the curtain on the camera or something got stuck and I only got half a frame. Can you see what I mean? If I come back a little bit more, even then, it's a bit dark, so you just got to be a little bit careful what you're doing. There's also a lot of difference between the focal lengths, but using a 50mm, using the 28mm is really good for this shot. A lot of wide, but the 50mm more close in, more intimate, you know? Look at the joggers. And if you use the 28mm, I can get much more of this railing in. On my tiptoes a little bit. We'll try that. So another composition you just saw me try there was sneaking right against the beach hut, getting right up close to it. So I've kind of got half the frame. The beach hut's going down, you see, like so. But I think that shot only works because I had a couple of people walking towards me. You've also got these lines as well. Let's see if I can try and get these lines working on the 28mm. Unfortunately, I've got my shadow coming through. So I just took two more shots there, one wide, one on the Leica at 50mm, getting nice and low along this sea breaker, whatever it's called here, against beach huts. I've had to come out of the wind for a bit. God, it's bleeding freezing. My hands are like ice blocks down here. That cold breeze coming off the sea. Whoa. I think I'm going to put my bobble hat on. Photography's not so enjoyable when you're not comfortable. I'm not really a cold person. I don't like the cold too much. Oh, this looks quite nice. Okay. I wonder if there's some mileage in this. Behind the beach huts. That might be handy in a short while. All the toilets are closed. Took ages to get that shot. Just a little cut. The people walk past on the beach in the background. I changed the perspective with that 28mm. Changed the composition a little bit. Got to get past this now. Do I need to go to the toilet? I don't think you can beat the 28mm, getting real sort of close on stuff, and these angles and lines going off everywhere in different directions. I think it's better than the 50mm personally. And I'm trying to make sure that I've got something in my shot as well, like a person or a bench. You know, the idea is the background first and foremost, but then bringing something into the foreground of interest, or just to try and break or maybe fill the composition. I consider myself lucky that I've got a darkroom to make black and white prints from the negatives that I shoot. I don't print everything that I shoot, and more often I scan my negatives and keep on the computer for reference. But the joy for me shooting film is that I've always got my negatives in folders to look back on and make prints if I wish to do so. Some people just enjoy shooting film, scanning and making inkjet prints, and others say, what's the point? You may as well shoot digital, it's cheaper. For me and many others, there is a happy satisfaction to shooting film. Choosing the film, loading that classic camera, developing the film, the excitement in seeing your negatives for the first time and learning from your mistakes. Whether you have a darkroom or not, it's all great fun, and above all, it's a really good hobby. On the line, hanging out to dry, just getting that fixer off first. It won't take long for that. This one looks nice. So those are the photographs that I took on the Leica MP with a 50mm lens and the Olympus OM20 with a 28mm lens. I think the 28mm lens works better for most of the compositions, but there again, some of the compositions that I shot on the 50mm worked better than the 28 because it was bringing the background more forward. I just didn't have wide compositions such as railings and stuff. It all wasn't coming in with the 50mm as it would do the 28, but the 50mm obviously brought the background forward a little bit more. So for people and stuff, the 50mm seemed to work a little bit better. And of course, as well as trying to be creative with your foreground subject as well as a background subject, there's also the aperture that you could use as well. So if you wanted the foreground to be more shallow depth of field, you could shoot 1.8 or 2.8 as long as your shutter speed of the camera can handle that out if it's a sunny day. And you can get your foreground subject even more blurrier and just looking a little bit more mysterious, I suppose. I preferred to shoot the way I shot. Most of them shots were f8 and f11, so my foreground subject was kind of in focus and you could see what was going on, as well as the background. And as you can see, I'm in the darkroom now. I'm just about to make a couple of prints from that photography session from a couple of these negatives that I liked. And if you want to see this darkroom session, guys, I'll put the link in it. I'm going to put it in another video. So if you want to see this darkroom session, you'll see the link to that coming up right now. I hope that's given anyone some inspiration. I certainly enjoy my photography. I was quite happy with the results. Let us know in the comments what you think. Thanks very much for watching. And if I don't make another video before the new year, Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks for everybody watching my video, supporting the channel and all that stuff. I'll catch you next time, maybe in the new year. See you in the next video. I'll be in the darkroom.